Hi, I'm Joy Schultz. I live in Wisconsin of the USA. That's roughly in the center of the continent. And I'm part of the Be Your Dream mentoring, which focuses on the art of Jin Shin. And I've helped many people to get to know the art of Jin Shin better. E hoje estou aqui para fazer um convite muito especial a você. Vou conduzir um dia exclusivo de autocuidado em inglês, onde você terá a oportunidade de relaxar, renovar sua energia e aprender práticas simples que podem transformar sua vida pessoal, rotina de manutenção, de autocuidado, para sua saúde online na plataforma Zoom. Y será una oportunidad única para que te cuides a ti mismo y a quienes te rodean con toques rápidos y transformadores del arte de Jingxuan. Lo mejor de todo es que no necesitas ninguna experiencia previa ni conocimientos especializados para participar. Bringen Sie einfach sich selbst, Ihre aktuellen Lebenserfahrungen und Ihre Neugier mit. Reservieren Sie sich also diesen Moment für sich selbst. Klicken Sie auf den Link, um Ihren Platz zu sichern. Sie werden es lieben. Freue mich, Sie zu sehen.
Hello everybody, our friends are coming. So be very welcome to this moment of the artist. And we are here to our friends that are going to share the practice for the day. So be very welcome, Carlos, and be very welcome, Joy.
Hello, my friends. Thank you, Douglas. And it's good to be here with you, Joy.
It's good to be here with you and Douglas, Carlos. Thank you for taking the time to come. Thank you for all the attendance. Appreciate the support.
And we are here to celebrate gratitude. How about that? So, Carlos, how is practicing the art for you?
How can you repeat?
How is practicing the art for you? How you feel, how you ground it, how wonderful it is.
You know, since I was introduced to the art 30 years ago, I realized the importance to find some time during the day to dedicate to the art. And little by little, I will open more and more space. And I can say today that the foundations of the art, the philosophy of the art is present with me 24/7.
And that's wonderful.
Same here.
And that's wonderful, and that's what we most like it. So I think it's good to move on to the practice. How about we start it, Joy?
Okay, like the Packers do before they go out and beat each other up on the football field, I would like to offer a brief prayer. Our Creator, I don't know where I'm going, but I will not fear, for you will never leave me to face my fears alone. May the content of this session today be to everyone's ultimate good. As if you join me on future sessions talking about the art of Jin Shin, you will see that the art of Jin Shin recognizes that we consist of body, mind, and soul. So I did not want to ignore or exclude the soul on today's session. By the way, hello, I'm Joy. It's truly awesome that you are here. By way of introduction, my life health philosophy has developed that if we are encouraged to eat a variety of tastes, textures, and colors to fuel the body, then it seems logical to me that the body might move through life more efficiently with a variety of health tools, not just doctor's office visits, surgery, poking and prodding, medications. One of the most startling memories I have of my grandmother, and she was in her 60s at that time, is that when she came to visit us, I see your lips moving. When she came to visit us, my dresser was filled with bottles of pills. So my life journey then led me to add the Art of Jin Shin in 1999, and I have been playing with it ever since to the betterment of my health. Now, Jin Shin Jitsu is a Japanese name that translates to English as the cosmic artless art to know/help myself. The word jitsu translates as art. Jinshin translates as the whole rest of that title. I would like us to acknowledge that every art has its own set of rules. And I would like to reassure you that no one rule, that the number one rule.
Looks like she just frozen for a bit. She will be back in a minute, okay?
Okay, back again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
I would like us to acknowledge that every art has its own rules. And I would like to reassure you that the one rule in the art of Jin Shin is that there are no rules. In other words, no hand placement is wrong. After all, we are not robots. And most of us are not identical twins. So one person's body will not have the same needs as someone else's. And tweaking the hand position for your comfort, as well as the comfort you place your hands on, is normal. If you have doubts about what I say, allow me to quote Mary Burmeister, who studied face-to-face with our highly intuitive founder, Jiro Murai, in Japan before she married and moved back to the United States. In her book one, called Basic Daily Tension Releases for Myself, Mary tells us, in her own words, no straining is necessary to unlock any of the 26 safety energy locks. Just comfortably apply the sequence. This is simply getting to know, help myself. And the only thing we students have changed in the last 50 years is that we now tend to call these safety energy locks, we've renamed that to personal energy centers. They're your centers, they're my centers. The body is basically one design, so they're pretty much located at the same spot, but they can vary from person to person. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So very thank you, Mary Burmeister and Jiro Murai, for your wisdom and compassion. There are many doorways that give access to playing with our art. One doorway into the art of Jin Shin is the body giving us feedback through our hands. And we call those hands jumper cables. So that's one term I'm going to throw at you today. Now, there's an English proverb that says, one picture is worth 1,000 words. In the art of Jin Shin, our touch gives the body a conduit to send 1,000 words of feedback to help us remember to let go of the worry, fear, anger, sadness, and pretenses that are expressed through our body's aches, breaks, tenderness, labels, and the sensation of isolation, which life in the physical world claims is evidence that we are living life well if we hurt. To get us started with touch, allow me to share a hold with you that I find helpful for boosting self-esteem. One variation is simply bend your arms and hold the elbows. And you don't need to just hold the line where the elbow bends. You can hold You can scoot the hand on and do the outside of the elbow, because maybe you've got a twinge in that bone. Maybe you've got a twinge in those fibers that cross the hinge. You can and this is not a line. The energy center, your personal energy center, is the size, the diameter of your palm when you're working on your body. So your hand might drape onto the end of the upper arm. It might drape onto the end of the forearm. And as you're feeling it, you might feel hardness in the skin and muscles. You might, as you're running your hand on it, you might feel a dip. And you might say, where'd that emptiness come from? And that's the body telling you that's a good place to hold. A second variation on this hold is to take the hand of the elbow arm and place your fingertips just below the rib cage. And that'll be anywhere from the sternum, which is the center of the body, out to the side of the body, which lines up with the armpit. So along that line, just under the rib cage, that last bone of the rib cage, you may find a tenderness, a hard spot, a dip, or you may just feel like you want to place the whole hand there and just cover that entire area from center to side. The third variation is to take your elbow hand and on the inner side of the thigh, about 2 to 3 inches above the top of the kneecap, you may find some tenderness. Or you may want to just place your entire hand along that line of that inner edge of the kneecap on the inner side of the thigh. You are the artist. That is the most important thing you can take away from this session. Then that's what you need to take away. You are the artist, and your body is your body. So it's going to talk to you if you just give it some time and hold. Now, another doorway into the art of Jin Shin is to focus on our breath, to consciously practice slowing the breath down so that the body can fully use each exhale to let go of the trash that results from insults that occur with interacting with the world, or to release the body's internal trash that occurs from the breath, assisting the body to clean, repair, and build itself. There are many descriptions the world over of how to breathe slowly, evenly, and calmly. Mary Burmeister, the founder's first student who brought the art of Jin Shin to America, recommended sets of 36 slow, calm breaths. 36 breaths can be quite a doorway to spending time with yourself, letting your body feel heard. And as your comfort with focusing on the tool of your breath grows, you may find you can let go of the counting and simply observe or be with the breath and all of its textures. Remember, the 5, 10, 20 minutes, or whatever amount of time you have is a gift to yourself to disconnect from your day's schedule and list of mental must-dos. One of the most awesome gifts of life is that we breathe all our lives without thinking about it. We don't have to remind the body to inhale after each exhale. We don't have to remind the body to exhale after each inhale. Our breath of life is simply and yet complicatedly supports us for each second, minute, and hour of every day, month, year, and decade of our entire life here on Earth. Like bookends, the first exhale occurs upon our exit from the womb of our mom, and it is the last act of our exit of this life experience. Now, how to describe the parts of a breath? I've noticed in my daily breathing a pattern that is similar to saying, aha, pause. So it breathes like, ah, is the in, Ha is the out, and then there's that brief pause as the breath resets its cycle. To give each piece of the breath its own focus, I like to expand this to a 4-part breath of inhale, that's an ah, pause, exhale, that's the ha, pause. So in, pause, out, pause. And breathe with me, let's play. While continuing the 2-point hold of your choice. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. And as the body relaxes and empty spaces start to occur, let that lengthen. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Keep breathing and holding. And you'll notice the body feels emptier and has a greater capacity to let go of breath you weren't even aware of being held. And the empty spaces can then accept a longer inhale, more air. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. One image you might want to play with is inhale, pause, exhale, pause. The infinity, the figure 8. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Inhale, pause, exhale. Inhale up to the head. Exhale down to the feet. And at the toes, in that pause, the breath resets itself as it changes direction to come up the back. So we go past the lungs, through the guts and pelvic area, down the front of the legs, through the feet and toes. Then there's that pause, and at the end of the toes, and then the breath rotates, and now the inhale comes through the soles of the feet, up the back of the legs, buttocks, and spine, completing its journey at the top or crown of the head. And then the next cycle, emptying the brain, coming down through the face, the chest, the guts, the front of the legs. Pause at the end of the toes and up the back. And pause at the top of the head. Another interesting visual you might like to play with is that in some philosophies, as we apply Jin Shin to different imagery, there's one imagery where the breath is, the energy or breath is invited to descend from heaven. So in the art of Jin Shin, that's an exhale. And then the energy or breath is invited to ascend from earth to heaven. So we've got heaven to earth, pause, earth to heaven, pause, heaven to earth, pause, earth to heaven, pause. Now, our highly intuitive founder, Jiro Murai, has been quoted as saying, "We will get to the point where we can focus our breath on our projects and balance ourselves through the breath. If, as you breathe and place your hands on your body, you feel a pain, a tenderness, the body twitches, that's your body speaking, alerting you that the energy flow is not moving abundantly in this or that spot, that there's an area of stagnation occurring. And it's an excellent spot to hold until that releases." To apply Jiro Murai's statement today, we can visualize the breath going directly into that pinged area on the inhale, and then visualize the ping, ache, or twitch melting with the pause, then exiting with the exhale breath. On the next inhale, perhaps see the light, a glow, perhaps see the breath as a glow or a light with health. and be confident that the stagnation of tenderness is melting, releasing, and that the energy is flowing abundantly once more as you exhale that tension with the exhale. Do you feel it change? If not, be graciously patient with yourself. Continue to give yourself time to experiment, to find your comfort zone with these techniques, and most importantly, just let yourself feel. It seems to me that with most experiences in life, the sequence is that we feel first, then we observe and name the components, come up to it with an intuitive understanding of how those components connect, and finally have the words to communicate our experiences with others. And granted, not being robots, there are many variations on that path, so that too is not a rule. But the overall umbrella of that path is a piece of what I believe Mary Burmeister referred to when she said, just be your own testimony. Now, where do you do this, you ask? A favorite chair, walking in the park, while standing in line at the store, perhaps prior to going to sleep, or just prior to getting out of bed in the morning as a jump start to the day. You are the artist. You can experiment to know where it is best for you to maintain, sustain, and assist your body to remember to provide a healthy environment for your mind, body, soul experiences on this earth. My personal favorite place to breathe is floating in the pool and feeling, observing how the body and the water interact with each exhale. My personal favorite place to practice breathing is floating in the pool and feeling, observing how the body and water interact with each inhale and each exhale. Finally, you might ask when to do this. Again, you are the artist. Give your time. You are your own personal self-expert. Give yourself time to unhook, to relax the breath from the day-to-day quick in-out breathing to a calm, focused exhale, pause, inhale, pause. Gift yourself time to focus in on your personal world within your body's ecological system. Give yourself time to focus on how your body shifts and changes with your attention and encouragement. This is truly a gift to yourself. Now I've got carried away, got a little tad worried about getting it all said. Is there anything you'd like to correct me on or add to, Carlos?
You know, this is the only rule we have in the art. You thought there's no rules, but I can rephrase it and say there is no wrong.
Thank you.
So I like very much that you brought this idea of self-esteem, you know, to touch this area, because it's more than only self-esteem. It's self-empowerment. Is connect to our inner strength and realize how strong, how powerful we are. This is really great. And when you said the translation of Jin Shin Jutsu, the art to know, help myself, is the major key. Because, you know, it's not a mental thing.
Agreed.
I can receive an information, but if I don't practice to really know what's going on, it's just information, it's not knowledge. But in the moment I know myself, I can really help myself. And practicing, observing the results, I know how to help the other people. Because the same energy that circulates in my own body circulates in every living being in the universe.
So and our four-footed and two-footed friends.
Yeah. So, it's extremely simple and extremely profound. That's it.
I had an aha this past week. I had a tenderness up here in that there's a notch about the middle of the eye in the eyebrow, hidden behind the eyebrow, and it was hurting. So I put my finger there, and within about 2 seconds, suddenly I'm grabbing for the Kleenex because my nose is running like a hose. And I thought, okay, that's where the sinuses went. The body is pretty amazing. Well, to all of you sitting out there, I hope this session has been useful for you today. I look forward to getting together and playing together with this Art of Jin Shin. And I thank you for your time, patience, and presence.
I also want to thank you because I like so much to do breathing practices, and you just guide a most wonderful one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sometimes we forgot that we need to breathe. We need to exhale to get more, to inhale and build again. And this is the most, even first, knowing myself, I need to be alive and I need to exhale and inhale to make it happen. So it's really, really great. Oh, we have just a comment. I need to read this comment. Oh, I'm going to do better. Caroline, please open up and say it.
Yes, hello everybody. Thank you. I just wanted to give Joy the feedback that it was joy to be with you.
Thank you. Yeah. I like your Christmas lights.
Yeah, I tried something out and I couldn't put them back to normal again before the session started. So it's lights for everybody. Thank you.
Oh, they're wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for attending.
Joy to be with joy. Let's see if we have some more comments.
Did you have? I forgot to ask you, Carlos or Douglas. Did you have any further layers that struck you as I spoke that you wanted to add, other than the breathing? I thought the breathing was very good too. Thank you.
I still enjoy the breathing part.
Okay.
Let's check a bit.
I strongly recommend all of you, my friends, to repeat this exercise later. And feel, because here we have two actions. We are paying attention on the screen and the words and practicing. But later, when you are with yourselves, just practice, just feel. So you don't need to think, you don't need to use a rational mind to process information, because the major key in our art is to feel.
Great. And now I think we need to remind our friends that this recording will be delivered for you soon, but we have more live, I think, next Sunday in the same time. Shall we invite another friend, another artist to come with us? Please, Eva, come to talk to us.
Yes. Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Nice to have you with us also. Next Sunday we will be together. Is that correct?
Yeah. This is Yeah, I will be um, proposing a Jinsen Jitsu practice for us, and I just um, excuse again. I just think about it, and it will be. I think it will be amazing, and we will have fun. I will write git in Spanish, but if within Senjutsu there are not, for me there are not limits. It doesn't matter if I speak in English. I'm sorry, my English is not perfect, but I keep trying. But I will do this in Spanish because I'm more comfortable talking in Spanish. But it's not for me. There are not limits with the languages because it's something we feel. I can practice with German friends, and I don't understand a word, but doesn't matter. I don't understand, but I feel. And then for me, even if I will practice this in Spanish languages, I will appreciate your participation as well, and I will um, honored. I don't know if that's the word. If you come next Sunday at some time, and that's all. I'm Eva. I don't know if I present myself, but it's right here. Right here. I live in Spain. Near Santiago de Compostela, because I say this because it's famous, or in the Vigo city because now it's famous for the Christmas lights. I don't know. It's true that around the world everybody knows about our Christmas here. If you can come someday, it's a wonderful trip. Yeah.
Bring some photos next Sunday.
Eh, it's amazing. I can do this for the next week. Take some photos in the city. There are on. Uh, the lights were on the last Sunday, and I can do this. It's
Great.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
yes, the practice of this art is universal, and we are
Yeah.
here to feel it in our own selves and in our community. So we are not talking about languages, we are talking about being together, sharing the art.
Yeah.
So it will be wonderful to be with you, and it will be great to learn a little bit more about Spanish speakers. And that's wonderful, okay? For sure, I'll be there with you. Of course, I will be.
Yeah. Thank you. I will appreciate.
And do not be sorry, be happy, eh? Come on, we are all together celebrating gratitude. And this is why.
Yeah.
And this is what we want in these moments of being the artist. It's not just about being an artist, it's being the artist community, sharing knowledge, practices, wherever, sharing pictures about light and wonderful lightnings, that we have beautiful things in this world and we need to enjoy it. Thank you for bringing this to us, Eva. And thank you even more. Joya was really, really happy. It was wonderful, dear. It was
Thank
really,
you.
really wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you for the
I'm, ple-
opportunity.
I'm pleased and honored to be with you.
Ah,
Carlos, my friend, I think I'm also pleased and honored to be with you. This is for sure. Huh? But you just told me that you have news for this next week.
Do I?
Yes, you told me that you want to give a spoiler about our next experience. I think it's a master experience. Is that correct?
Yes. You know, my friend, it's funny. When Douglas mentioned about have a spoiler, I have so many that I don't know exactly which one to talk. But now I know. Because you know my mind is always creating new things. Sometimes it's something that I realize I need more time to make happen the thoughts and the creation. But you know, this one I think you like. And next year, between two retreats I already had scheduled here in Brazil in a beautiful island, Douglas proposed to have a master experience. And this master experience will divide in three parts. And if you want to join us, of course you are very welcome to be with us. But if you want to join us, you can apply for all the three parts, or you can choose the one to touch your heart, and you really be happy to have you with us. So Douglas, tell us more about the three different projects in one.
We were thinking in be with you. Our dream for next year is starting the year being together. And Carlos told me about he has some retreats already scheduled. And I said, why we do not take part on this retreat? So we are going to have 1 week retreat, presential, all together. But you can always be participation as online as we are doing. We are going to make it hybrid. We are going to film and we are going to be in there. So you have two options of being part of this master experience. And why is a master experience? This is just, we just have this wonderful experience with our friends, and they are on our mentoring, and they will be sharing more experiences, but presential, with us in this retreat. So 2 days will be for our friends start teaching, start practicing, and put it the hands-on alive with us presential. But we need to choose to make it most. We will have another 3 days where we are going to do 3 practices during the days. We also like trees, Joy. So we are doing to make a practice relate to nature in the morning, another practice also relate to nature in the afternoon, and in beginning of the night we are going to have another one related to elements, related to nature. We will do practice on the beach. We will do practice in the water. We will do practice in a garden with flowers. We do inhale. We do exhale. We will feel the wind. We will know and feel the water. We probably, this is not for sure yet, we need to talk to the hotel, make a circle in a fire and do a practice. These are the practices that we are talking about. We will do plant, we will do seed, we will do make the nature straightening power with the art. This is the master experience. And between these 3 practices in a day, each 3 practices 3 days, we will do singing, we will do talking, we will do hands-on, we will do self-care, and we will increase our knowledge about the art together. Marcia is talking about a turning circle of practices, and that is why. But we still have something that's the future, and the future is to be happy. And to be happy, we are taking this first of the names of the art of happiness. And what's going to be the art of happiness, Carlos? How we can be happy with the art of Jin Shin?
Well, this is a today class. Well, we'll share with you the basics of the art. No, this today's is for including for people who never heard about the word art of Jin Shin or Jin Shin Jutsu. And so if you want to bring guests, it would be great. And I know that you that already are in this journey for a long time, we will have a different perception, a different and profound perception, but it will be something new for all of you, new people, people who have been on this journey for 10, 20, 30 years. I promise you will unveil new perspectives.
And I'll be there with Carlos in this class, and I will be learning and make it happen together with him. But this is the class that we can start teaching the art. So this is the first class that I will learn, that I will teach for other friends. Can you see? Starting teaching the art with the art of the happiness.
Yes, for those who are in this mentoring program, after to be part of this class, we feel that you are ready to begin to share this. So we will make available the material, the book, everything for you to begin to share a new perspective. Focus at the same time in simplicity, but honoring the philosophy, because the philosophy is the spirit of the art.
As you just said that we have our friends from the mentoring, I need to remind them that this class, these experiences, and these 2 days are made it also for you. You do not buy this, please. We are going to give it to you as free. This is a free gift from Carlos and Be Your Dream to our mentoring students, okay? You are not going to pay. Of course, you need to buy your ticket and pay the hotel, okay? But the class is free for those who are in the mentoring. So Carlos is going to share even more pictures and have material that we have about these 3 experiences as we are going to make presential. We are just sharing this before timing, so we'll have time to look for a good flying ticket price. You need to organize yourself, so we are delivering this few months before, so we'll have some time to arrange and make it happen in your schedule, so you can come to be with us in Brazil in a pretty island on a beach. The hotel is just in front of the beach, okay?
Yes, it's about 20 steps from the sea. And friends, you are very welcome. And if you want to bring friends, even people who are not in the mentoring, they will be very welcome. And I'm sure they'll enjoy being with us, in touch with nature, surrounded by the elements, and discovering something unique.
And I also have 2, 3 comments in here, and I need to say that yes, it will be not like today, okay? So we are going to resend the invitation for each one of you because it will be in different languages. We have one English, one Portuguese, and one Spanish. So we are going to write in your own language. So you will get a date with Carlos. We have a meeting that will be one meeting in English, one meeting in Portuguese, and one meeting in Spanish.
Só língua mãe, a linguagem da arte, né, do amor à arte, ela é universal. Então a gente sente, a gente toca, a gente pratica junto, né?
Marcia is also reminding, sometimes we will not be in your mother language, but we are going to do practice, to do feel, and this is what it's most. Feel the art in your own. Joy just remind us, be your own testimony. This is Mary Burmaster. So permit yourself to feel it and let it be.